You were here like 2 years ago.
Yes.
We had a great conversation at the time. You had a project as well, right?
Yes.
Now, Ja Works Rhythm. What's the real name of the rhythm? We all as selectors call it the Ja Works Rhythm, but that's not the real name for the rhythm, is it?
The original name is African Beat.
African Beat.
Yeah.
All right. 718-554-8598. Bulby's in the studio, man, and just bringing you guys back to his journey with music. Bulby, how long has it been you've been producing?
From 93.
93.
Yeah.
Give me a list of the hits that you have been affiliated with over the years.
Well, the first song I produced on Fat Eyes was No Competition in Capleton. Music is a mission, not a competition. So that was the first one, and then everything else was just keep going.
History after that.
Yeah.
Some Bounty Killers are in there.
Yeah. Artworks.
Yes.
Suspense,
Big Rhythm.
Yeah. Nitro Mix. Stocky. You know.
Big producer.
Woman Trail Me. Everything.
How long has it been though? You know what I mean? You know, have you been in the studio all this time? Did you take a break? What's going on with the music before the project, of course?
I've been touring and then doing the project also.
Touring. You're also a selector. Someone was telling me too that you also play music. Is that true?
Yeah, I do that also. I open for Michael Franti and do sound from Michael Franti.
Wow. So which one is your real job? The producing or the touring?
Everything
as a
is
DJ.
my job.
Everything is your job.
Music is my job.
Music is your job.
Yeah. I do everything in music.
What brings you back in the studio for the Master Blaster album?
Because I needed to show my dub side of the whole thing, you know, and let people know that I have that in my bag also.
You have that in your bag also.
Yeah.
Who are some of the artists that's on part of the project?
Barry Salmon, Master Griffiths, J-Bo, Christopher Martin, Beanie Man, Manasseh Tenney, Patrice Roberts, Busy Signal, Luton Fire, Chevron, Cornerstoners, Mad Cobra.
Wow.
Yeah.
Chris is also in the building. Chris, you're also part of the project as well.
Yeah. Enough respect, my general.
Yeah, man. Big up, man. Thank you so much for passing through. Thank all of you guys for passing through, of course. Soundchat Radio broadcasting to 31 cities across the world on a Monday night. It's a huge platform. Nice. And so many people listening. So many people feel the love when you guys are able to pass through, you know, take a little time out of your busy schedules and pass through just to share some energy with them and us as well. So shout out to those of you in the chat room, you know, and again, every now and again, you guys can glimpse up at the chat room and you'll see them talking to you and holding a vibe with you because that's what the show is all about, right? Chris, what has been going on with you?
Big up Limitless. Here what going on with me, you know, I've been, as Bulby said, we've been on the road. You know, been on the road a lot, extensively. Just come back from Europe. Well, you know, the Caribbean is always there. You know what I mean? We do a lot of stints in the Caribbean, what you'd call like pop-up shows. Not per se. I've never actually toured the Caribbean. You know, we do spot dates. So like we'll leave like Friday, do the show Saturday, then we island hop, do another show in a different island the Sunday and come back home the Monday. You understand? But we just came back from Europe. I just did a video for a song I have on White God Records rhythm called Life. Just did the video for that. I just did some work. I did 5 songs for my label, Chini Big Son.
So you have your own label now?
Yeah, man. Chini Big Son Records. You know, with the great Clive Hunt himself, that I'm really, really looking forward to put out one by one. Yeah, man. Solid reggae music, man. Solid reggae music. I just had a ton of things in my head, and I linked Clive Hunt, and you know, it was just magic from there. And then we also have this one that I'm a part of with Bulby as well. Enough respect goes out to Bulby for having me being a part of this big project with myself and Beanie Man called Lots of Signs.
What is it like? How is it like working with Bulby?
He's a genius, man. He's a musical genius, and he knows exactly what he wants. You understand? Like a lot of my songs, I produce my songs. Even if it's not my rhythm, the producer is not in the room with me. So I'm producing the song. You understand?
Scene.
Yeah. So like I direct everything. I tell the engineer, here, I want double that, I want triple that. You understand? And I have a very good engineer as well, Kamal. Big him up every time. Anytime, you understand. Anytime we're in the studio together, it's just a wonderful energy.
Magic.
Yeah, man, a magic, man. I not have to worry about nothing. I not have to go over something and say, man, listen to that, see if it sing good. Nah, it's on point. But
And
working with Bulby now, he knows exactly what he wants.
And one thing that I can definitely say about you, I've been in the studio with you, definitely the discipline is there with Chris.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's definitely a professional artist and
Respect.
knows what he wants, especially in the studio.
I agree.
What is that experience with you like working with Chris? Do you find the same thing?
Well, it's my first time working with Chris, so I was blown away. I was like, God damn, I didn't know he could sing like this.
Some of the artists them difficult, don't
they? He was going. I'm like, God damn, it's good, very quick.
Quick.
Yeah.
Now, when we speak about studio, I can't leave Bugle out of the conversation because I had the pleasure of going to Bugle's new studio that he built from scratch, right? And I know the last time, Bugle, you and I spoke about music, you told me that you will be producing and putting out a slew of songs because you built your own studio. Is that still part of the agenda?
Yeah, man, definitely. It's music our life and stuff, you know. As Chris said, you know, maybe not the production because all of my songs are me producing. You know, business are all be ready, but I'm me producing.
Yeah.
Straight.
Because the producer send him rhythm come give me and him get back a file.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So the whole vocal, the whole arrangement, everything. I mean,
So even though somebody else's name is on it as a producer, you guys are artists that produce your own.
we start the
Definitely.
production.
See.
Just the
Yeah.
finishing.
Yeah. That's true. 100%.
So what is it? Do you? And this is interesting, right? Bugle and Chris, is it a situation where you guys just don't want the producers to be in the studio with you, or it just happens that way that they're just not there? Is that by choice that the producers
I
are
don't
never
have a
there?
problem with the producers being there. But 99% of the time, them just not there.
Yeah.
Yeah?
For real.
Like how Bulby would have done in a Christopher Martin session at a particular time. It no means that every song my Bulby sing. But Chris sing for Bulby have a day.
Right.
You understand? So I saw it been a go for a while. And worse when you have your studio, a man sending the rhythm, you have your engineer, you have everything. You just voice.
Yeah.
Whereas if me like the rhythm, you send me the rhythm now and within 20 minutes I call you and say, yo, what the email for me send the file?
Yeah.
So it's not a situation though like you guys don't want the producers
no, man,
in
nothing
there.
like that.
No.
Man.
Are there sort of things set up
No.
these
To
days?
tell
No.
the truth, sometimes I'd rather when them dead because I just feel like me I do them work too much.
Yeah.
Oh, you feel that way too, Chris?
Now, I love ideas. I love when me in the studio and I do something
Yeah.
and say, try that. And
Yeah.
I always try it whether or not it works.
Yeah. Two people though were like love to be a part of the session after says like ZJ Chrome and Chimney. You understand? And with ZJ Chrome, even if he sends me the rhythm and I record and I send him back the file, if him feel like say him would like to hear something else, like him would say, yo singer, try this for me now. You know what I mean? Yeah, so them two generally them love to be a part of the session. But it's not like we don't want the producers in there. It's just like timing.
Right.
Sometimes them send us the rhythm like today and I might want to play football before, and then after football I just feel the vibes to go studio. Maybe at that point in time they can't be there, and I'm not gonna wait on them.
Right,
You
because the
understand?
vibe is there.
The vibe is there. You can't stop the vibe.
Really and truly, it happens with most artists who have their own recording facilities.
Right.
You understand?
True.
Because if me don't have a studio and you want me to record,
You'd have to set the
yeah,
time
for
and
come
the
set
thing.
the time and
Yeah.
pay for your studio time and everything.
True.
You understand? But knowing some have my own recording facility, I not really need it for the while. I just record.
Do you guys ever just get up in the middle of the night and say studio?
1 million times.
Every what you say, man? yeah, vibe lick. Yeah, you just have a
And you just gotta get it out.
Yeah.
Gotta get it out of you.
yeah, man.
The thing is, me only record at night. It's just a vibe, like night.
Yeah, me
As-
love
As
night.
it get dark,
Me love night. I think with night
Start
for
singing.
real, it's like your voice extra warm. Cause you
Yeah,
toast
man.
with your friends throughout the day. You talk, you laugh, so your
Where's
vocal
the-
cords get
whereas
well
them
right.
two at Jagan and us.
Chris says to me, boy Chin, a whole heap of bomb on the drop at daytime. Bulby,
Yes.
as a producer, would you rather to be in the studio with them, or is the sending of the file acceptable for you?
No, I have to be there.
You gotta be there.
Yeah,
You're not a
even-
vice no man
yeah,
if
so
you're not there.
even if I don't say anything, but I still want to be there.
You still want to be there.
Yeah. Because I need that energy from my soul.
And it's the old fashioned way.
It's my soul. I'm working with the music. We have to connect. So I have to, Chris say, yeah, man, you're bad. I'm saying, all right. I'm satisfied.
Bugle, when you are voicing other artists, because I know you also voice other artists and do your thing too, are you always in the studio with them, or are you coming here to finish product?
Not all the time, sometimes. Sometimes one dead and you see, especially if my voice for the first or the second time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but if I trust them for just do them thing.
So once your confidence,
because sometimes I think even them two kind of feel intimidated by you, like they might try to make it perfect.
See,
yeah.
You understand what I say? And for me, music is a vibe. Music is
natural.
Perfection. You understand? So me just want you free up and just hold your vibe. Don't even look at me. Me not exist at this point.
Chris, Bugle, Bulby, what's the most uncomfortable thing in a studio? That you could, in a studio settings, what's the most uncomfortable thing for you when you're trying to work?
The most uncomfortable time you could have in a studio work is if an artist in the studio man.
That's uncomfortable for you.
Bridging, where are you in a session? Man?
Yeah.
I'm not comfortable with you being here because you're not good at my record.
Right.
I'm supposed to I'm a free spirit now. And that's one of the reasons why I love the fact that I have my own studio. You understand what I say? Because no man can forward in my studio unless I want to.
Seen.
Yeah.
You
Chris,
can't come through the gate in the first place.
Chris, what's most uncomfortable for you in a studio?
Well, for me, that one the old Bugle never hold me yet. You know what I mean? Cause from the start in the music, you know what I mean, I have a place where,
right?
You understand? So for me, still, the most uncomfortable thing for me is like you have somebody in the studio who really wants to be a part of the whole process, but doesn't know about it, and they're constantly talking. Yeah, throw me off. And if you throw me off, I throw you out. You understand? I don't want to be that kind of person.
Seen.
But we've been pushed to that limit already. So it like the first time it's supposed to happen, like you have some kind of tentative how they're gonna feel. But after you have to do it all 5 times, you just realize your work you do. You understand? You kind of break the energy, I break the flow. Just wait for me out the door, man.
Christopher Martin's in the studio, Bugle's in the studio, also Bulby's here. Bulby, as a producer, what's the most uncomfortable situation that you can run into in a studio?
I don't like when I'm working, people taking videos and streaming and videoing stuff. I hate that.
That annoys you?
Yeah.
No, man, you can't send out the shots already.
No, because
No,
I'm
man.
still in my working process. I don't even reach. And then you're, oh my God. I'm like, no.
At no point in time,
No.
somebody in the studio with me a vibe and feel like they can capture the vibe and send it out
Yeah.
upon the worldwide net.
So
No,
premature.
sir.
And it's not finished.
Yes,
You too, Bugle. No premature videos going out.
One of the annoying
Man,
parts
fi
of,
pause
one of the
that,
annoying part of that is when you're in the studio, I record and I'm under there on WhatsApp and Instagram.
Yeah.
I play all them videos. Them things they're annoying. That's why I'm
True.
after my own place.
That is true.
Yeah.
You see. But I mean, not too bad at me. I hardly bother. Tell you the truth. Like if the roof a drop down now, I just go over which part it now drop.
And just do your thing.
Yeah.
Listen, people, we got a really good show for you guys. We got 3 artists in studio, of course. Bugle, straight lyricist. We play his music here all the time, and I'm always talking about Bugle. Christopher Martin is one of the the best voices of this new crop of artists, the new generation of singers coming out of Jamaica. And of course, Bulby has been in the game from them time till now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With a brand new project, of course. The project is called Master Blaster. We're going to take a break. Nobody move a muscle, because I'm telling you, this is going to be an epic show. We got to drop the bomb. What's Christopher tell me? Said too much bomb I drop. Me have to drop some more.
Be a bomb.
Two more.
Keep the vibe alive. Soundchat Radio for the ladies.
Christopher Martin.
They should run away.
718-554-8598 is that number that you must call to be part of the discussion. Now, one of the things that we always say here at Soundchat Radio is that we don't give the artists enough respect while they're alive. We always talk about when the music is not good. You know what I mean? We complain that the music is going too much in the wrong direction. But then when we have artists that is doing the right thing and making great music, you know what I mean? Christopher Martin gives you such great vocals with his song. Bugles gives you such in in-depth lyrics, when you talk about songs with content and lyrics, you're talking about Bugle. When you're talking about good production, you're talking about Bulby, right? Ring these phone lines right now before we go any further. 718-554-8598. I heal up the man them and let them know that you appreciate what they're doing. We are broadcasting to 31 cities across the world, and more time, encouragement sweeten labor. Granny always say encouragement sweeten labor. Call the artists them up and let them know that they're doing a great job. And if you rate Bugle, you call up Bugle and tell him, say, rate him. Likewise, Christopher Martin. Those of you who've been partying to Hot Wax and all of these big songs in the past, big up Bulby. 718-554-8598 is that number in studio. Call you live.
Yeah, what going on the chain?
Yo, what going on, my brother?
Yeah, man, I'm there, man. I tune in, man. I enjoy the vibe, you know.
Give thanks.
On the building.
Give thanks, my brother.
Yeah, man. I'm there, yeah?
Yeah, man. Give thanks. Keep it locked here, sir.
Yeah. I just want to know the chain. Cool?
Yes, I. 718-554-8598. Anywhere you are from, in any one of our streaming partners, or if you're listening to the TuneIn app right now, if you're listening to Irish and Chin, definitely give us a call. Chip in on some of the... I see some of you sending me questions to ask artists. Instead of you sending me questions on WhatsApp, give them a call. And the artists them talk to the item, straight. And you know that there's that question that has been lingering for 2 weeks now that I'm going to ask Bulby, I'm going to ask Christopher Martin, and I'm definitely going to ask Bugle. Oh, no, what me I talk about, the dancehall question. And I'm going to give them, you know what, let me do this right now so I don't scare them, right? We're having a debate, and we've been having a debate here for about... what would we say, Ninja? About 2 weeks now, 2.5 weeks now. And the debate is simply this. When did the genre of dancehall start? And it's a huge one. Don't answer it now, but I want you guys to think about it, because all of us has grown up in dancehall, and some of us is still in dancehall, making music in dancehall. And this one has been a heavy debate that we've been debating. When it miss a phone line, a ring, and everybody's giving you their perspective of when the genre of dancehall started. We had King Jammins in the studio on last week Monday, and the King gave us his understanding of when dancehall started. Some people agree and some people are like, hell no, that's not how it happened. You know what I mean? So it's definitely a great debate. But speaking about dancehall, let's go back and play some songs from the dancehall contributed by Bulby. Bulby, how did it feel back in the days when you were producing these songs? Was dancehall in a different place in your opinion?
I was just having fun.
Just having fun?
Yeah.
Major hits?
I don't make music for hits. I just make music.
And if it turns a hit, it just turns into a hit?
Yes.
What do you feel about where dancehall is now compared to when you were making these hit songs? Is it the same energy in your opinion? Is it a different energy?
I don't think they're spending time on the music. Spending time on the beat, the lyrics, the whole production, because it have to match up with a Beyonce song or a Jay-Z song when they're doing dancehall. They can't just do a song because you have a studio in the house. You have to do it on that level.
Chris, Bugle, what do you guys remember about dancehall? When Bulby was really putting out these hits, was the vibe different for you as well, or is it same dancehall?
Like I told them I said something to Raz, like me I tell him, I listen to really and truly don't listen to soca per se, like that.
Right.
I understand, I don't know the artists them are really. But for a minute I hear some soca music I play across the road. I'm going to say to him for a quick second, soca music now is where dancehall used to do, like in the 80s.
With the energy.
Yeah.
And the vibe.
The vibe, even the lyrics there. Like, there wasn't so much content, but there was easier to remember, the vibe. You understand what I say? And no man never have no whole heap of lyrics I speak them time there. And that's why even when a man like Bounty Killer come and start say beer lyrics, I can get a different ratings, because nobody never DJ so much things. You understand, a man have all 4 bar now, and it's a song that I talk about a big hit song.
Yeah.
When you listen to all Tiger them song, a 4 thing alone say.
When?
You understand what I say? So the content was very little, but then the vibe did bigger. Because when you listen to them thing, they're like, yeah, well, a vibe still. You understand what I say? So as Bulby say, the production nowadays weak, like extremely weak. Yeah. And that's true, we don't really want to single out nothing, but we can call songs after songs where we get that run there and forget that run there, but it now match up to the standard where it's for there. Yes. Because, you understand what I say? A man just feel like, say, okay, I have a computer, I have a studio. Just do a thing and just balance it up and send it out. Instead of pay somebody to mix it properly. You understand? Get it mastered properly. So just in case it get out there, so the quality can match up to the right standard.
Yeah.
Or even close.
Yeah.
You understand what I say?
Chris, how do you feel about, yesteryear's dancehall and today's dancehall?
The identity was definitely there in like dancehall of the past. You understand? Like, and I feel like that's why a lot of those, what they call it, rhythms now, them stand the test of time. Them stand up in the dance, them stand up in any party.
To this day.
To this day. Because it have the identity. So you understand, when you hear a terror drop in the dance, or you hear a Bugle from them time to drop in the dance, it coming like it just do yesterday. Why is that? Just as the man them said. You understand? Yes, I feel like we lose the identity. And there's nothing wrong with dabbling in different things, but you have to lose your part of what make you unique.
Yeah.
You understand? I feel like
as artists,
not for we lose it. Definitely.
Bad artists are not.
Too much bad artists there, boy.
New bad artists.
Mm-hmm.
Massacre and the whole of them, they are bad artists there. You understand? But the music still needs to produce good because you hear a song around the place this week or next week it disappears.
So are we lacking producers then?
One of the reasons is because them now produce properly.
Sin.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? The man them now do the production. Yeah. The man send a rhythm to Chris Martin and him sing and send it back, and the man they just do two little quick thing and say, Chris, the song I release next week. And you see? Then you hear it a play and it might hit somewhere too, but you understand the quality just...
Has a producer ever released something of yours that you got upset with him because
it was producer for that.
Yeah,
done with him and him can't call me, him can't record me.
Release something that you didn't feel of yourself that you didn't feel that was up to the standard.
Promote that. I don't want
it's not nice. It's not nice.
Done with producer for that already, man. Done with them completely. The only thing left for me was just send back them money. But I'm done, make me do the whole of the work already. So I'm not give back my money.
718-554-8598. Christopher Martin's in the building. Bugle's in the building. We're going to have a musical, of course, vibe here tonight. And also talk to Bulby about this brand new project. It's called Master Blaster. So this is, of course, produced properly because it's coming from you, Bulby. Standard.
Yes.
It is a standard.
Yes.
Like, what would be what, producers hate to artists hate this question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. What would be your favorite track? Or one of your favorite tracks on the album?
All of them is good.
All of them is good. That's the question that everybody, that's the answer for every question. You know what I mean? Always that question, that answer. Which one was most challenging for you to produce?
I think the one with Barris and Marcia and J-Bug and Lotan Fire.
And why was it so challenging?
Because I have it on a one drop beat, and then I was like, nah, and then I changed the beat and flip it all around, and then the whole vibe changed. I was like, I did the right thing. So that was the most challenging.
Let's listen to that one. What's the name of that song?
Freedom.
Yes. Marcia Griffiths,
Barris Hammond, J-Bug, Lotan Fire.
What made you put those four artists together?
Because
just a vibe?
Just a vibe.
It's live here on Soundchat Radio, the brand new album from Bulby. It is called Master Blaster. Take a listen to this track.
Run.
Has this been released? And if so, where can they purchase?
It's been out since Friday, and it's everywhere.
Everywhere
in the clouds, everywhere.
So don't matter what medium you want to buy this on, it is there waiting for you.
Yes.
Of course, it is called Master Blaster.
Yes.
Producer Bulby.
Yes.
Gave you some of the big songs from back them time there. As Christopher Martin said, them slang, they still a stand up in a dancehall. Without a doubt. Now, I'm going to be jumping around because, all of these gentlemen in studio today bring a unique thing to the table. And catalog of hit songs, right? Bulby's producing them, right? Christopher Martin and Bugle is performing songs as well as producing songs as well, right? One thing that I can tell you about Bugle, when you talk about content, when you talk about lyrical content, you have to bring up his name. 718-554-8598. Ninja, beat off some Bugle.
Yeah.
Bugle, how long has it been?
2007 to now. How much year that again? 11.
11.
11
No,
years.
I'm not going bad. Not going bad.
Like, what's the vibes behind the lyrics? Because, you know, when I listen to your music and definitely Major song them, it's most of the time it's deep. And it's very realistic.
I mean, as my always say, music for me is a vibe. It's just what I feel at the moment. You understand what I say? And them say, so one thing it's so easy. You can't go around that. Because if you get up, if you is a farmer, then you have to think about farming. You have to think about the next crop. You understand what I say? You want to see how this, you actually imagine how this house up them are going to look from you see the tree start to grow.
See.
If you is a farmer, then where they breathe. Me deal with music, so I always think about content. I always think deep. So everything what you say is lyrics for me. And not only lyrics, but it have to have depth to it. Because me and you can say the same thing, I would say it different ways. Because the new word now makes. So every word with me I use that, Chris I use that, Bulby I use that, the whole way I use
Right.
But it's just how you use it and how you put the twist to it. And trust me love words. Like I really love words. I love using words.
When you say you love words, what do you mean by saying you love words?
For me, words are the greatest thing ever. Yeah? And me take your word for whatever it's supposed to value.
Right.
Yeah, so whatever you said to me, if you want to tell a lie, that's your business. But from you say to me, then I go take it like you give me gospel. You understand what I say? And based on the fact that me take your words so serious, then my word have to do the same thing because you lead by example. You get what I say? So, it no matter what you say, me can say the same thing and say it in a different way. Just like them would have said, don't cuss no bad word. You understand? But me and you can have fun, like, we can have a vibe. The song bad and we're excited about the song, we use a word what them call a bad word. But we don't use it in a bad way. So why is it a bad word?
See.
You understand what I say? Because you and somebody can argue for the whole day and you don't say one of them words. I don't know if I can use it on your radio. And you don't say one of them words and you cuss. And me, I use that same word for the whole day and I not cuss. You understand? So it's how you use the word. And that's the reason why I love words so much, because I can play with it and put twist to it and metaphors and everything and present it to you, and you get a total different meaning.
The songs that you make are extremely relatable, right? And I think that is the punch with your music, right? Very, very much relatable. Very, very so often, I would hear you make a song where it's just a song, but
don't make that. So
you don't make those anymore.
No, I never used to make.
Never used to make those, right? But when I listen to the content of the songs, they're always relatable. It's always speaking and addressing something that's happening in life.
Party, even if me talk about party, I go talk about it in a way where you can relate to it. Because no matter how much locks you have on your head, you must have a time when you hold a vibe.
Right.
When you party, when you have a drink, if I even some red wine. You understand me? I say if I even some roots, you have the time that when you just hold a vibe and say, yo, this me depend right now. And that's why I sing song like even Rasta Party. So even in the early stage of my recognition and me getting recognition, I do a party song when anything goes. At the time, so me and my friend on my roll. We have beer bike and we are taking the road and we're mad. Not mad in a bad way. But
right,
you understand what I
right.
say? We have all of fun. We ride bike with the yassa, with the dessa, we are this. We just do our thing. So I say, when you see me and my friends, them roll out, anything goes. Do as we like, so anything goes. Respire a night when me jump on my bike, everything alright, so anything goes. You understand me? I talk about where and it is still reality because not unite and no lie.
718-554-8598. Bugle's in the building, man, and we're speaking about the content of his songs, right? What made you pursue an independent career? Because I know back in the days you used to be part of the whole Elephant Gang and doing things that way. What made you say, I'm going to do my own thing?
Well, I actually found another business as an artist. You understand what I say? Not as a part of a gang or a crew or whatever it want to be. My father as an artist, Elephant Man know me as an artist. When the first time Elephant Man get to talk to me, is a song me I give. You understand what I say? So it's just a case where I'm always an artist way before, but it's just that them time there when you have like Scare Them crew and Monster Shock crew and them thing there, it's like artists used to help artists them time there. Bunty help the whole of them, and you understand what I say?
Right.
So you as an artist where I try them time there, you see that as a easier step for getting out of business. Yeah? So me see that as an easier step now and get the opportunity for ride for Elephant Man. Me jump at it because okay, Me give Elephant Man some song, Elephant Man I go bust me, Bounty Killer just bust him.
Right.
You understand what I say? But I am always an artist. Always. But them know me as artist. Them know me as DJ on stage.
See.
Yeah, so.
When do you now just take it up and just deal with it for you?
Well, I always do it, but when my Elephant Man stop link now. Because me actually make that decision there because me want forward to my career.
Right.
Me want go to Bugle. You understand? Man, I just want there so catching. You know me, I tour with Elephant Man. That's how you know me. I want me show with Elephant Man. Yeah? So when me did the last tour with Elephant Man, I actually make a decision say, oh, me now go do this again. So me even come off of the tour before it complete. Me done, me just catch the flight to Ireland and head to Jamaica and just decide say, yo,
this is it.
Passport.
It's brand Bugle now. It's brand Bugle.
Yeah. My thing me I deal with. And of course everybody in the road know me. Everybody knows that him used to give Elephant Man some of the big songs them about everything. So for me even get for record for a producer at the time, it was easier for me still because I'm going to have it say, yo, him bad.
What was the first hit for you?
Exercise.
Exercise every
What I'm gonna do? Exercise every day and I'm still not fit. My kids are hungry and I ain't got What I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna do. What would you do? 07.
Things take off for you.
Yeah.
Song was big.
Very.
Where does it go from there for Bugle?
After exercise now, everything get excited. So we start get fit. Because I sang the right when I exercise and now. So after that song then now it's like, you understand? The workout starts show. Muscle them start swell up.
See.
You see? So of course it's easier for me now. It's my in now. I'm not up on the outside I try forward. No,
you have now proven that you, Bugle, can make a hit as Bugle.
As Bugle.
Yes.
And even though a lot of people still never know say Bugle would keep up. You understand what I say? A lot of people never believe in me as an artist. Like, him can do it. So, exercise drop now, and then people don't know say I have a million bomb. You see? So, exercise drop now, and exercise around the place. I'm forward in the studio and do a thing on him. Some people stop by obstacles, my journeys continue. The devil is always going to be around and continue. And it come and deal with the place. Wicked same way too. Wicked, even wickeder than exercise. And I say, alright. Because me is always a DJ. Me start out as a DJ. So I say, alright, Sirani. Yeah? Because Sirani been one boss as an artist. And Sirani link me and say, yo, I have an idea, I say, how it go? And him sing it for me. And like him say, when some people looking at my face, me know say them not like me. And I say, no, y'all sing the song wrong. Say it the next way and sing it again. So when you looking at some people's face, and him sing it, and when me looking at some music, I say, Sirani, that's it. Ready, studio. Dog, big number one song. You see, I'm going to follow up that with that thing when you hypocrites can't look in my eye. You understand? So I keep going. And then what have I done to you? The blame life, the pearly gates.
You know what? Let's stop right there. Ninja, those songs that Bugle just talk about, take the listeners back, right? Big up to those of you who are listening on the World Wide Web, those of you who are listening all over the world, those of you who are listening in Trinidad and Tobago, Antigua, Canada, Gambia, those of you in different parts of the U.S., those of you, of course, that is in England. Right? Bugle's in the studio. I think it's his first time in the studio here in New York. He has a great story to tell. Great artist. When we speak about lyrical content, we talk about Bugle. I want to bring you guys back to where he's coming from, and then we'll talk a little bit with him later on where he is now. Turn up your radios. Hits after hits, Bugle.
Hits after hits.
Hits after hits after hits, and of course more to come. And that was just the old catalog.
Yeah, a part
of the old catalog, right? Still some songs Ninja didn't even play.
Sure.
Right? For those of you who are not familiar with Bugle songs, you should be familiar with Bugle songs, but I'm talking about powerful songs with great lyrical content. One of the, artists of substance still left in our culture when we talk about dancehall and reggae. By the way, dancehall and reggae, like, where do you put your career? Is it dancehall? Is it reggae? Is it both?
I'm an artist.
You're an artist.
Yeah.
That seems to be the answer. That seems to be the new answer for most of our artists coming out of Jamaica.
I deal with genre.
You don't deal with genre?
No, I deal with music.
Same.
Yeah, because if I'm on a soca rhythm, I'm a soca artist. No, I'm just a sing on the rhythm, regardless of what the rhythm I say, regardless of how the rhythm I play, regardless of the tempo. You understand what I say? So I'm not deal with genre, I deal with music. And that's why I have songs like Rasta Party. Because that is more like an EDM kind of vibe.
Same.
Yeah, and of course I have the new thing now, the World Party, which is more like Afrobeat, same way. But at the same Bugle, so what you gonna say? I'm Afrobeat artist now, I'm EDM artist.
Listen.
No, so I'm not deal with genre, I'm deal with music.
Bugle has so much new music, of course, and we're gonna play some of the music for you guys later on. But Chris is in the studio as well. Bomb for Chris. All right, Chris is in the studio as well, and when we speak about Christopher Martin, people, we are talking about one of the big voices, one of the great voices coming out of the new crop of artists. You know what I mean? When we talk about our culture of music, Chris, how does it feel to be carrying that torch?
It's a great feeling, man.
Because I do know people, really look up to you as far as an artist, as far as a human being, and just as far as your talent.
True. I will give thanks to that. I appreciate it entirely because at the end of the day, growing up in the country, in back pasture, I always admired the art form, the artistry. Artists, anytime I got a chance to like watch a show or get a chance to be close to like the whole vibe, it always captivated me. It's not like I grew up saying I wanted to be a singer or anything, but I was always so enthralled in everything. Like when my father play a song for me, I say, and I'm singing it back, I say, but I feel like I sing it better than the singer, or I feel like him could have do this. So I was always like a little critique growing up.
At what age did you find out that you could sing?
I started singing from age 5, man. Like age 5 within myself, I said me sound better than all of the other youth them in the choir at church. Like everybody singing out the song real loud. I said, why my friend them sound so? I said, me sound good to myself, but him not sound right.
Sing.
Yeah, you understand? I'm from age 5 to age 15. I was lead singing. I never knew how to sing background vocals. That's something I learned when I became a singer. Doing reggae music or whatever you call it. Just don't want to say reggae music. Doing music. You understand? That's something I learned. But I was lead singing anywhere you go. If it's church, if it's school, if it's for like cultural festivals, you name it. I was involved in anything once it deal with singing.
When did you think of becoming a professional?
It's after I won the competition,
So even when you did the competition, you weren't thinking about being a professional career?
Nah, man. I want to tell us that the year 2003, I was here in New York. I didn't go back to Jamaica until the October. I was here from June. I was here from like June. From left high school, I come here. I'm decide so I'm not go back. So I have to big up the barber them pan 229th, Laurelton, half Merrick this up.
Oh, so you were here in Queens?
Yeah, man. And the man them say sing I go on back to Jamaica, man. You know what I mean? In a sense you mash up your visa and them thing they have to go find girl for married and no man, let's go on back to Jamaica, man. You see me? And that's how I went back. Like I go back home, I'm gonna go back at 6th Farm. And then my brother tell me, say, one competition just passed. One you name Cave and win. People them like them love it. And I say, yeah man, good vibes. So when I went to upper 6 now, them I say, Era, where you go do? I say, no, I never know. Feel like this time for real, I go run off, Yeah,
So music wasn't really part of your plan?
No, it's like I just my brother and I say, Era, just enter the competition, win it. And you figure out what you want to do. You say you want to go back to school, so you could have paid for your tuition and we could have buy one little Honda and drive to school. I say, how much money do I give? And I say, $500,000 can't do that for you. But my friends had so much belief in me, you know what I mean? So when I entered the competition, cut a long story short, I won that. And, just traveling around Jamaica, every parish. Before that, I've only been to like St. Catherine, St. Anne, and Kingston. So after I won the competition, the 14 parishes, every nook, every cranny, every crevice, we're doing like 2, 3, 4, 5 shows a day. All over me. I said, this is nice, man.
And people who are receptive to you.
Them just love me. Them love me and the brethren name Nadim. Let me tell you something, I never nothing good 2005. Trust me, it's like I've never experienced anything. It's like you take it's like you take something out of a little pond and you put in a one ocean and it just nice. Like I said, this the day here.
Scene.
It was awesome, man. And for see how people reacted when I sing. Because I say, no, this is something I could do. I could make this my substance of survival. And 2006, I put out my very first original track on the G-Jam label called Love Is All We Need. And from there, so, niceness.
So you were singing covers prior to recording?
Yeah, man. Because it's just straight covers I sang in the competition. You understand? I sing some Jack Ure, I sing some Barry Salmon. I sang Stevie Wonder songs, Otis Redding, Sam Cooke. You know, I had a very big, wide kind of catalog.
What was your favorite song as a cover to perform?
Change Gonna Come. I was born by the river.
No. Do it right. Do it right, Chris. Do it right for those who are listening. do it right for those who are listening.
I was born by the river in a little tent. Oh, and just like that river I've been running, Lord, ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. Yeah, man.
Christopher Martin is in the building, and he also has a very good catalog. Turn up your radios loud, people.
Trust me.
Ask anybody, Soundchat Radio a big deal. This radio station is a big deal. Okay, you know it's very important for real.
Chris, what song would you say is your biggest song to this day?
I don't know, to be honest. It in different places and different territories, songs are bigger than songs. It always fascinates me. Like the very first time I went to what was it? Dominica. I went to Dominica. It was me and some DJs and you know, my dad and I say, yeah, the singer, my dad Dominica. So when the show time come now, and King I say, you know, I gotta sing last. I say, sing what? You're mad, man. No, sir. Me can't sing last. You're crazy. No, brother. And I said, no, man. The promoter said, you have some song that you really, really. I say, yeah. I said, no, I can't take on that task, you know. But anyway, we did it and we are chill. Listen to me, man. That's when I realized. I feel like Dominica was what showed me that you don't really need to watch the traffic. You don't have to watch the traffic. Like, you don't have to feel like, say, because this now go on a yard or that now go on. The world big.
Scene.
Bad. Big. And it's like, when I touch that stage, the change, let me tell you something. I've never been to a Sunsplash, but I watch Sunsplash. And may I tell you, it's reggae music. I couldn't believe it. It's like I could have done anything more. And it's like some people like them say, yeah, well, so the place nice like this and a 45 minutes gone, and you don't sing this, and you don't sing that, and you don't sing this, and the place nice already. So imagine when them here drop.
Scene.
Trust me, man. Trust me. So some places Mama are the biggest song. Some places Cheetah's Prayer are the biggest song. Big Deal are the biggest song some places. You understand? And then Take My Wings is one of those songs that is big everywhere. So it's a good problem to have.
It's a great problem to have.
Trust me, it's an awesome problem.
Bugle, what would you think is your biggest song? The one that you get the most reception from when you touch the stage?
I think what the people that would have as the biggest song for me, it would be a song like "I Not Compatible." Yeah,
that's the song I was telling you about, Ninja.
Yeah, I think that song that is more globalized than, you understand. As Chris said, you have big song, different song with big at different places, but then you have this one song with just big everywhere.
So it's like, and Chris and Bugle, that's what I was asking you. The song that if you walk off of the stage and don't sing that song, people feel cheated.
Cheetah's Prayer.
Cheetah's Prayer.
Paper Loving. But
it's still
maybe Mama.
But Mama's big too.
Yeah,
and the song about your dad is big as well.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
So you have a huge catalog. Bugle, of course, non-compatible, right? Would be big for you, but you also have other ones, because if I don't hear What Have I Done to You, you know, if I'm not hearing the first song I feel shortchanged. It's not Bugle.
Pagans. I don't worry about them place.
Cheers.
See that?
A song like a 90. And then the smooth, them the sick, and them no pink.
But them I read.
The song them just big. But
Yeah,
as me say, no compatible, just the one they like.
That's that.
Yeah,
That's
like
that
it
one.
was right there away from crossing over. You know them kind of song there where like it just big everywhere.
Bulby, what's the biggest song that you've produced, in your opinion?
I don't know.
Well, you should be able to tell by the royalties checks. Come on now. Which one made the most money, bro?
All of them.
Where's the even note?
Yeah. They're on one line. There's no.
No way.
Listen, man, you guys got to keep it locked. We're going to go to a commercial break, of course, and then we're in the last lap of the show. Chris has some new music. Bugle has some new music. And Bulby has a new album that also features Christopher Martin. So we're going to get into that in the last hour of the show. Have some fun. Again, tell a friend to log on to Soundchat Radio right now. Today is just one of those shows, Ninja. Today is just one of those shows. 718-554-8598 is that number in studio. Also, when we speak about friends, right? We have I don't want to say childhood, but music childhood. That's a music childhood, right? Raz is in the building. And man, our music childhood when we're there Jamaican, we are try set the thing right. You understand? Raz, hold a microphone there, brother. 718-554-8598. You guys remember back in the days when the uptown people take over the business? They look uptown sound them start snatch anything them from Metro and Stone Love and them thing there. Raz and Biggie was part of that local movement there at the time, man. And them man, you do big things in our music. I mean, as far as the dancehall is concerned and as far as keeping the vibes alive and helping for bust the artists and develop the artists them and all them thing there. You know what I mean? So I remember when we were in Jamaica, and we were trying to erect the whole Mighty Crown movement. You know what I mean? And at the same time, you guys were doing your thing. And, you had Copper Shot doing their thing and Code Red and all of the sounds that was around. Mataran. Everybody was I kind of, when I think about it though, Raz, I think that was like a very comfortable time in the business. True. Because it wasn't one selector or sound system that dominate. Everybody did have them look at hype and the thing was really, really, really good. Like, what do you remember about them times, man?
Well, for one, it wasn't as much selectors in the business. Like, to me right now, the water done. Every man I play it. Some man around us I play for $5,000 Jamaican. Some man I play for money pull up. So the promoters, you find tempted to hire them and because them not have to spend too much.
Exactly.
See, so it kind of watered down now compared to them days. Them days it did nicer.
Quality.
And it was more competitive, but not in a bad way. Yeah. You know, say Raz and Biggie, them are go hard because them know say another sound is on the bill and that sound is gonna go, hard as well. And you know what I mean?
Also in a them time there, to be a selector you have to love it.
Same.
Because a record, you have to go buy a record, then you can't download music. You have to lift up the record box and carry it from A to B. And you don't necessarily get paid that well. So you have to love selecting to be doing it. So, but now, a man just go up on the internet, download music. Tomorrow I'm a play one party, say I'm a selector. So you have people, a lot of guys in it now just doing it for the hype and not the love. You also went into producing, right? At one point you were producing. Are you still doing that? Yeah, I'm still doing it now. So what's the connection with Bugle? Bugle linked from when him come around that circa, 2006 to 2007. So remember we and Razan Biggie and Daseka built the studio together in Jamaica. Yes, this is one true. Room split in two studios. So yeah, when Bugle came around Daseka, that's when the link met. And the link has been strong ever since. Yeah, man. Are you guys touring together as well? Man, Raz taking on the world like pilots. everywhere like Google. Cover the world. Now listen, there's no way that we could have you guys in studio, Bulby in studio. I'm gonna drop some more bombs from Bulby's album, but before we drop those bombs, we have something in studio that we call Rhythm Up. Christopher Martin, please pay attention right now, because I don't want to catch you off guard. Right? I don't want to catch you off guard right now.
right? Raz, leg out that microphone there unless you can sing.
We're there, man. We're there.
718-554-8598. So rhythm up is just, you guys just do whatever you want to do.
Toast.
Right? Bulby, me now gonna embarrass you, so I'm gonna leave you out of that one in your car.
Respect.
You understand? Me know your thing in the studio. Right?
So here what you know. We take it slow, One gonna vice up a little bit, and then we'll pick up the pace. You understand me I say?
See it there?
So, are you ready for this?
History on Soundchat Radio, Bugle, and Christopher Martin in combination live on the radio. 718-554-8598. Turn up your radios loud right now.
It's not a freestyle.
It's a freestyle.
It's a lifestyle. Ready?
Oh yeah. It's like the first time I come to my man as we hear that rhythm, I have to sing it. Love has played a game with me so long. Started to believe I never find anyone. But I don't know, that's not my song. You understand? So, from we hear them rhythm, we have to drop songs like these on it. You understand? Real friend. Anyway, now. So me say big up on the real friends, on the real friends. Raise a back, raise a glass and tell them, say them are my real friends, my real friends. Soundchat Radio me use and tell them, me big up all my real friends, cause me love my real friends. Now wait till I'm gone, no. All of my real friends, Bugle are my real friends. Bugle where you tell them.
Cause if you blame life, you blame who give it. Blame the way how you live. God know him never sleep, him wake, him no make mistake. So blame it on the friends them in the surrounding with it. Life you blame who give
Don't
it.
You blame.
I blame the way how you live it. God never sleep, him wake, and him no make no mistakes. Blame it on the friends them in the surrounding with it.
That one you for my friend, oh Lord of His mercy. Wow!
But I select my real selector. I'm mixing rhythm.
Oh yes. Bugle Mr. Circle with the microphone, do not mash it up.
No.
Soundchat Radio all and pull up. So Mr. Circle with the mic, me say do not mash it up.
Don't.
No listen up again. Chat it, mountain massive. Mix up, why you not leave Soundchat business? And say feel out Bugle business. Good God, I tell you out. Now see nigga, no one's in neighbor, your place want fix up. Why you not allow Soundchat business? Leave Soundchat business alone. Leave Martin business alone.
I never lose. Every day I win. Big up Soundchat with Ninja and Chick. Bulby, you know, say you do the things. So the girl them round the corner say you are the king. Big up my friend Christopher Martin. Raz, you know, say you have the attack. Girl, them never ever say you flat. Hold up,
now that's what you call a freestyle. Lord have mercy.
Yeah. So we can sing for now. You
can start that one. Go for it.
I done to you. I wanna like a criminal. I'm not no criminal. What have I done to you? You wanna come to my funeral? Come at my funeral. What have I done to you? Why you wanna treat me like a criminal? I'm not no criminal. What have I done to you? Why you wanna come to my funeral? Mean that to me exercise. Hey, I'm start get fit. Hypocrites are look for me with the extension clip. But as long as we have life, we not quit. This a real life is not no moving or no skit. But them a pray for say, them not go say Christopher Martin in no secretary. So the prayer what them a pray no necessary. Yes, my God says Judge make me know me adversary. Cause every day hope and I wish with the way perish. Cause the opposite of love is what them cherish. No one fits to whip on the terrace. Now go down and putting up resistance like berries. So what have I done to you?
You wanna treat me like a criminal. I'm not no criminal. What have I done to you? Now listen up. Alright then. Me say, when we touch your mic and everything is alright. Big tune and jumping here tonight. I'm gonna try a freestyle, alright. Now listen up. Me pocket loud like a speaker, full of beer Kyle.
Money pa money, car money can't spoil. Walking at the bank, the manager no stop smile. Of the artist bank tellers want bring forth me child. Money to the tea, money I'm a stylist. Me and money tidy knots so nothing can spoil this. Buy my girl a gift, man have to check this priceless. Life priceless, and the priceless. Boom! Look up and I look over Bill Gates. Donald Trump a card, but him too late. Sunday Missy Cheney driving off the estate. Gas run out of the lake, so she catch church late. Money overload till it overflow the brim. Lee have little, but it only reach him chin. My money fat, Fat Joe money slim. In the money magazine, my money win. Bill Cook money funny, nothing funny, but we. Money serious like he judge when Bobby beat with me. Money not laugh, not even Bill Cosby. Could I make him money like a party money?
No funny, but we like that part. How about that part of the lyrics? That's not vegetable, we no yam meat. We no yam pork and we no yam beef.
Never.
Things that some man a do, go tell them not do it. Cause the fastest thing them a go get is a rate. Rasta no bleach and no where we no bore. Woman a sell them body, Rasta no buy ore. Now see me punk, now we pan back road. I swear me, rather no go port more. Baba was auntie say we love nice things. Big fat car with big nice rims. But me no know where someone do this such things. So me fire upon a boy we a wear nose ring.
Where's the one more ninja? Make that for ya.
Yeah, man.
God of Moses. Alright. Well, them searching.
What am I saying?
That is why them pirate don't think. And them searching.
What am I saying?
Tell them to stop searching, man. No, them searching. Bugle, that's why them pirate don't think. And them searching. You gotta sing one on this one. Now listen up, big deal. Say me and my friend, them a big deal. But listen up, you know some my friend, them important. Yes, we important for real. Bugle, them know so we a big deal. On Soundchat Radio, we a big deal. But listen up, very, very, very important. You know, like important for real.
Tell me about my mother joke, me no run that. Funny man joke, we no run that.
Never.
No cat joke, we no run that. Rasta bun that. We no work with that. Cause me no like them style eh. Me no want the profile eh. Money a run, we no want the Kyle eh. Hope ya a work and me no like the aisle eh. So we no like them style eh.
Never.
Big man you should not touch a juvenile eh. The joke where you a run to me and no fun so mind me go for the Taurus Riley.
And we could go on and
Man.
on.
Man, them full of catalog, you know.
I don't play really.
Yo.
And then run.
Let me know. Me want to talk to you some more.
No.
You want to talk to me some more. There, you know.
I want to talk to them.
Okay, all right.
I want to talk to them some more. Them have the phone lines buzzing, but I want to talk to them some more. Here what I go on, right? Bugle has some new songs out.
Yeah.
Christopher Martin has a new song out.
Sure.
Right? Bulby has a new album out. So they can't just DJ out the show and forget about the new song then. Right? Some new songs are out, people. I want you to support these songs. Right? Support these songs. Now, Ninja, Bugle has a song that we've been beating up radio with. Don't even look on the list yet, Ninja. We're talking about the rewind, our replay. Right? 718-554-8598. This song is one of those songs where you have to say must boss. Without a doubt, that one you're bad. Bulby, we've been beating it up here on Soundchat Radio, right? Now Bugle's in the building. So it's only right that we beat it here tonight, Ninja. That one you're bad. Like, what's the vibes for it right now? You know, coming like in Jamaica and so forth, and coming from your end.
Nice.
Everybody loves it. This is just one of those songs, man, that you hear it and you're like, yo, this is wicked. You know what I mean? If I could predict that a song is going to catch, I believe that this song definitely has to catch.
And big up Sugar, of course.
Yeah. How did that happen, though?
Well, the producer actually record Sugar and everything before me even know, say, you know, people interested to put me on a song with Sugar.
Wow.
Yeah, because what happened now is the producer linked Sugar and wanted Sugar and somebody has to do the song, but apparently Sugar never did feel that energy. So, because she's very musical, yeah?
Right.
So she have a good ear to music. So apparently she never feel like energy. So she link him back and tell him, so, here what, I'm willing to do the song, but the person who you want me to do the song with me now feel like other vibes that I want. It now go connect. Yeah? And the producer mentioned my name and she said, yeah, she would really love to do a song with me. So when the producer linked me now, through Delhi Ranking, you know.
Shouts to Delhi Ranking.
Forward. Yeah, man, big up Delhi. When they link forward to me, I'm hear the song. Because that's my thing, you know. No matter how much money I'm going to pay me for do a song, if I don't feel what I do, I don't want your money. You see? So when Delhi talk to me now on money and everything, I say, Delhi, first thing I have to do is hear the song. When we hear the song, then we decide from this. And we can talk about money after that. But when the song reaches me, we not even remember to talk to the man about money.
Because the vibe just lick you.
You understand? So I have to end up a call Sugar now, call me and say, what kind of vibes you have pre? He said me a song like this. This bad, like I love the vibe you have on the song. I have to actually hold a vibe with that. I not just want to go sing so because, okay, this is bad and I can put some lyrics and I want to hold a vibe. I want to know how to actually address her in the song. You understand? It got have a more sentimental thing to it because it's a love song. So me and her hold a vibe on the phone and she come check me at the studio and I did my reason with her for a minute and as soon as I don't talk to her, I just get record the song. Without me even write a line. Just go into the voice room and we just start record everything. Just like.
Listen, man, Replay is just one of those songs, people. If you haven't logged on to it yet, if you haven't caught on to it yet, please do. Bad. When we talk about bad, we are talking about bad, right? Now, Christopher Martin also has a song, right? And Life.
Yeah.
Right.
Video drop in the coming weekend.
Video's dropping this week.
Yeah.
So you started shooting already.
It's shoot.
Shoot already, just ready to be released.
Yeah, man.
Right. And you said it will it be? You're not sure if it would be part of the upcoming album or not yet. Right?
No, I'm not sure.
So this is basic. This is a single.
Yeah.
Just a single. It's called Life, right? Christopher Martin is in the studio. For those of you who just tuning in, one of the greater voices right now, right? Coming out of the, we don't know whether to call it reggae or dancehall these days, to be honest with you, right? But, one of the greater artists coming out of Jamaica that's doing really, really, really good things, right? Does it bother you guys that sometimes we don't know where to throw dancehall and where to throw the word reggae? Is that a problem for you guys sometimes?
I'm a musician still.
It's music for you, no.
No, definitely not.
And for you neither, Chris.
Not a problem.
Not a problem.
As long as the singer is a musician, you don't have to give him a genre.
Yeah.
Just hear a nice rhythm and you just jump on it.
We just float, man.
Bulby, does that bother you these days? Like, no distinction between reggae and dancehall?
It's there. It's there in the world. The real fans know the difference.
Know the difference?
Yeah. The real fans know the difference.
I got that question for you guys. I hope you guys were thinking about that question. Yeah. But right now, I want to go to Christopher Martin's Life. Ninja, do you have that song up?
Yeah. Bounce it steady now.
So, Bulby, Master Blaster.
Yes, sir.
Is the name of the new project.
Yes.
Christopher Martin is also on that project, correct?
Yes.
Give me also some of the other big names on the project. Show off, look a bit.
Red Rose, Mr. Lex, Busy Signal, Patrice Roberts, Fives Cartel, Lola Monroe, Chevron, Joseph Hill, Culture.
Wow.
Raging Fire, Sheehan, Matt Cabra, Marsha Griffiths, Christopher Martin, and Beanie Man.
I got to ask you about the Joseph. I got to ask you about the Joseph Hill.
Yes.
Like, how did you do that?
I had that song from '99.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you just sat on it.
Brush it off, put it out.
As a producer, is it common practice to like voice songs and just hold them until the time is right?
Sometimes when you do it, the vibe change, and you don't feel the vibe to put it out, and then one day you're like, now is the time. So I feel like now is the time.
And do you have a lot of vocals in your catalog like that you're just waiting on the right time to drop them?
Yes.
Sometimes the artists then probably don't even remember you still have those songs, correct?
No, they don't even know.
Wow. Let's go to the Master Blaster album, right? By the way, people, it is available on all mediums now. So please support good music. It is one of those long-time foundation producers, I should say, from the 90s, Bulby, right? Has been giving you guys good music. We played Hot Wax for you guys. We also played the rhythm that we call Jaworks, right, with the Yami Bolo and Capotan. He produced those songs as well. Now, right? We're going to his project. It's called Master Blaster. And I think we're going to play track 7, right? Busy Signal and Patrice Roberts. Take a listen. Speaking of big names, the man who says we dropped too much bombs on Soundchat Radio is also on the project, Christopher Martin. Right? And I want to talk to both of you about this because it's Christopher Martin featuring Beanie, right?
Yes.
Now, how did this come about?
When Chris did his vocal, the only person I could hear on it was Beanie, and I said, Chris, you have to put Beanie on it.
So you bought Beanie?
Yes. Beanie
Never bore him in. You bought him in?
Yes.
All right, Beanie and Christopher Martin. Now, I've been seeing this combination for a while, and I've even said it to Beanie because, you know, Chris recorded a dub for me, and I don't know if Chris remembers, but Chris did this the Blackboard song, Chris.
Oh.
Right, so Chris did the Blackboard song, and I brought the Blackboard song, you know, dubplate wise.
Yes.
I brought it to Beanie, and I'm like, yo, Beanie, I need to get this with you and Christopher Martin because I think it would be wicked to have on dub to play on the radio. There's something different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And at that time, him and I started talking about why not doing, and this is this off the record, like why not doing a Christopher Martin collabo?
Yeah.
Because Chris is one of those names right now in, you know, them voices in dancehall that would just complement a Beanie Man. And here it is now that you're in studio and you're saying, listen, I got it. I think this is the first time, Chris, right?
We did one for his album, for the Doctor album.
So you guys worked together before?
Yeah. He sent me a track in my Mario C. They sent me a track, and I voiced it for his album.
How was it like working with Doctor?
He wasn't in the studio, you know. Mario C was in the studio though.
Was he in the studio this time? Or it was still separate?
No,
I wasn't in the studio.
Oh,
separate.
Separate.
Bulby was in the studio with me, and he was in the studio with Beanie.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, Bulby, you just brainchild this whole thing and put it together and made the masterpiece.
Yes.
And I'm sure that you're happy with the outcome. Chris, are you happy with the outcome of this one?
Yeah, man, definitely, man.
Hit in the making?
Trust me,
Hit
man.
song in the making?
Classic.
We're lost.
When I say the phone lines are blazing right now, let me see if I can take one more call. Producer Bulby's in the studio. We're about to drop a track with Christopher Martin and Beanie Man, produced by Bulby. It's on the Master Blaster album. Call you live.
Yeah, man, big respect, man. Big up all the entertainers them in the Soundchat building. Since me a call from Hartford, Connecticut.
Shouts to everybody locked in Hartford, Connecticut.
Yeah, big up everybody down in Hartford. What a nice show going on over there with business.
Yeah, man, Chris, as too much bang you drop in a busy show, man.
Oh gosh, man, I never even have enough time.
Yo, make sure you tell business of it.
Yeah, man, next time I'm murder,
next
man.
beside you, know.
Enough respect, me,
Bugle,
general.
you know.
Yes, man.
Bless our love, brother.
Yeah, man, because it's a wonderful show you perform, man, you know? Nice, you know?
Give thanks, my brother. 718-554-8598 is that number in studio. Good music from great artists that's in the studio right now. I want you guys to support these artists. I want you guys to pay a lot more attention to the works of Bugle, the lyrical content of Bugle, right? Ninja brought you guys back down memory lane earlier in the show. If you missed it, you guys know as soon as we come off of air, that show is going to be loaded to the SoundCloud so you can actually catch the first half of the show. We're talking about talent. We're talking about an artist that's consistently putting out hits upon hits upon hits and also producing. Talking about Christopher Martin also, right? Great voice in music, producing, has his own label as well. And of course, Bulby speaks for himself with the hits that he has, right? We got to start supporting the music, people, and I'm driving that home. Support the music, support the artists, them. We're expecting the artists, them, to give us good music, but we're not expecting to support them. It just doesn't add up. It really doesn't add up. And we can't only support them by going to the shows. You know what I mean? We have to buy the material as well. Christopher, Bugle, would you agree that you know we need them to go out there and buy the material?
Yeah, man, definitely need them for support.
I don't know which other artist in the world would I do this I'm about for the right now, but I just feel like I need to do it. And I want to tell the people them say Assassin just put out an album named Oprah, but So, well, do not pay some attention to me and Christopher Martin and anybody else who go cop that album later.
Now, big up to Assassin because he was here. Wow, like we've kind of been on a roll. Assassin was here. Then the week before, Busy was here. Jammies was here, right? And we've been just talking about the supporting of the music. Studio's hot, and at the same time, Assassin came through and dropped some of his, the new Hope River as Bugle is saying, good content. You know what I mean? Good content from a great artist, lyrics as well. You know what I mean? And we continue to highlight the music because again, if we don't make the music, let's be real with what the reality of it is. And I think that people run from the reality. If you guys don't make the music, the producers and the artists, we got nothing to play on the radio, right? Yeah. If we don't play the music on the radio, then the support that you guys would get for the Grammys and for the shows that you do and for the record sales is none and void. Yes. Because no one is hearing the material. Sure. You know what I mean? So it's pretty much a hand-in-hand situation that we have to rebuild here. And I think that, from the way I sit, I think that whole relationship needs to be mended. Yeah. I think somewhere along the road, way before Bugle and Christopher Martin, it broke. You know what I mean? It broke. Good producers are not working with good artists anymore. You know what I mean? Radio jocks are not playing or supporting good artists anymore. Good artists are not supporting radios anymore. And at the end of the day, everybody suffers. That's just how I see it.
I'm going to look on it though, where even that is concerned. Life not perfect, and nobody not perfect. So at some point, no matter how good something I go, you are going to have some breakdown because you have negative. Just like how you have good, you have bad, you have right, you have wrong. Right. Negative and positive, life balance. So at some point, the negative are going to show up. It are going to show up. It are going to float like a hit at the best thing. You understand? Some just think like, that time I just one at a time. Then we have to live it. We have to just face it and know, say, it are going to expose. And we see it on a higher level where we don't even want to talk about right now still. You understand what I say? But the negative dead, so it are going to appear. You are going to see it. But the thing with the negative now is like, it come with big promotion. Because it want to convince you that it are the good. So it come with something beyond it where the positive not come with because me now I say, okay, me do my great music. Why me I feel pay a man to play it and me I feel do all of that? You understand what I say? And based on the fact that I say my music supposed to tell for itself. My music talk for itself because of good music. So Chin supposed to make sure say play this because of good music. But Chin not play it. Because the man of the big idiot song I get you $1 million for play the big idiot song. You understand what I say? So the big idiot song I play and the good song now I play. And because
I think that's
you get me I say, brother.
I think that's where it all goes downhill too.
Yes.
When because I've spoken to and again by the way Bugle is just using my name as an example. I would never. And I just don't believe in that. Yeah. I don't believe in taking money to play music. Because I feel that when you take money to play music, you have an obligation to play it. Yeah. And I don't want anybody to feel that I'm obligated to share my platform with them. You understand what I'm saying? My thing is, like, everything has become a hustle. I was speaking to someone who works on the radio, and I can't call his name, on the radio station. And his understanding of the industry is, yo, Chin, una idiot, you know. Una have Japan, una have sound chat. All una do is take artist record and bust them and the artists them and make money. And una not get nothing out of it. And I'm looking at it and saying, I hear what you're saying, but this is kind of the job that we signed up for. Yeah. And at the same time, I walked away understanding that this is the danger.
Yeah.
Everybody's looking at what the other person is making. You understand? So the selector who's playing in the dance now, him now go play a Bugle song or Christopher Martin song. When him drop it in a one dance, Bugle will get a date at Trinidad.
Yeah.
And when Bugle get that 10 grand, they forgot to that Trinidad show, that him now get nothing.
And the thing is, not Chin.
It's crazy, but it's the reality.
Look on it from all the different angles, yeah, because I have two eyes where see far. You understand? And all when them lock, me still I see. You understand what I say? So, a thing is, a man have to survive.
Right.
Yeah, survival of the keep on the face of the earth. And a man have to make money from some way. So, okay then. If you feel like, say, you want get a food for play a song, get your food and play a song. I don't have a problem with that, because I not beat down no man on earth hustling. I want to see every man all right.
Right.
Get the food and play the music, where you get paid for play then. If I say you have to survive, because I don't want you to suffer. But while you play that song the way you get for play, make sure say you play the good music, whether or not you get money for play it. You see, if the man them did do that, the thing would have still balance.
But this is what I'm saying.
But the man them nah play the good one. Them just nah play it because guess what going? Them are wait for money for play it.
But this is what I'm saying. You know, and I had this conversation in Jamaica, right? And I remember, I don't know if Chris, I can say, me and Chris good. I had a conversation with even Chris, because I pulled him aside when we were in Robert Livingston's studio, Big Yard, and I'm saying to Chris, like, yo, Chris, I understand that as a Jamaican artist, you guys invest a lot in Jamaican radio.
Yeah.
But you also got to remember, outside of Jamaica, we're doing the work.
It's true.
And we're doing the work that Jamaica cannot do.
True.
And I will say this on any forum. Not that I'm discrediting Jamaica, but we are now in an era in music that a lot of the consumers no longer look at what is hot in Jamaica to make their choice of what they're supporting. Once upon a time, even as Soundman, we'd have said, yo, me ear Stone Love play this on a cassette, the artist are bad, we have to go find him. It's not like that no more. True. We get songs through, you know, however mediums we get them, and we decide what we are going to play. And it has nothing to do with Jamaica. We love you, I don't know. But the reality is the reality, right? And Europe is doing the same thing.
Yep.
England is doing the same thing, right? So sometimes when I see the artists them and I'm like, yo, you guys, you have to feed the radio stations in Jamaica because that's home, that's the hub. But at the same time, keep that relationship with the radio stations in the diaspora too, because that's where you guys are going to perform. You guys perform more outside of Jamaica than you perform in Jamaica. And it's our duty as the radio stations in the diaspora, no money. I'm not promoting money. But it's our duty to be playing that music.
Yes.
Because we get the people ready for the summer concerts. You understand? Hot 97 listen to. If we're not playing the music, them don't know who for put on them show. That's just what the reality is, because they're so disconnected with what's going on. But at the same time, the camaraderie that is supposed to exist between radio station and artist and producer is still broken. It's just what it is. And I understand what Bugle has said. I might not forget him also. But at the same time, it's happening at the expense of the music.
Yeah.
And it's happening at the expense of the growth of the music and the culture. It's just crazy. 718-554-8598 is that number in studio. I end that conversation by saying this. Feel free to send us your music, right? And we are going to drop it.
Yes.
Tara sent me a song today. I got the song today. I'm going to drop it on radio today. You understand? I'm bomb it up. Because the music got to get out there.
Yeah.
Right? Now, speaking of got to get out there, we have to get this Beanie Man and Christopher Martin's song out there.
Man.
Right? Bugle has a song called World Party where we have to get out there.
Mad.
Bugle have Rise Again where we have to get out there.
Mad.
Wow.
So, Chris, you ready?
Ready.
Put on the phone, man.
Ready, man. Squeeze.
Chris, it's bad.
Plan feet. Plan feet.
You plan feet.
Plan feet.
Now, man, it's bad. Come me hear Chris all change up some of the lyrics. Him not go straight to Nassau, you know.
No.
Him change it up, look a bit.
Yeah.
Fix it up.
Yeah, 2018.
Schweppes it up. It Schweppes it, man.
You swept it up.
Yeah, man, it Schweppes it live.
Now when it comes to sound business, is we that run this.
Me love the intro to you know.
Fuzzy Jones.
Right back at dancehall, you go with it. Fuzzy Jones.
Yeah, man.
Me love the mix, Bulby.
Thank you.
Me love that little mix, that little dancehall thing.
Yeah, man.
Me see Razin at the corner mix down him finger around there. Bad. 718-554-8598 is that number in studio. Bugle. Bugle has a song called World Party. Not to be confused with the Rasta Party.
No, it's a continuation.
Continuation of the Rasta party.
Everywhere in the world.
Bomb.
3 minutes left in tonight's program, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it, of course. Bugle, thank you so much for coming through.
Murder.
All right, Chris, thank you so much for coming through. And of course, Bulby, thanks so much for coming through, man.
Thanks for
And
having
of
me.
course, Raz is also featured on the World Party song. Yeah.
Raz, where you at, the DJ?
Yeah, go here.
Jeez, make we play it quick.
Stress release time, you know. Take it, book. You know me.
Hold on, are you that, Raz? Are you that, Raz?